I mean, just listen to this. It finally sounds good. Did you hear that? I mean, I know you probably can't hear it as good as I'm doing it here, but I mean, just listen to this. You hear that? Woo! And the best part about it, we're not going that fast. It pops, it crackles, it's exciting. It's the new Technica. When I first heard about the Technica, it was the most uninteresting car to order because honestly, I think it's about time that the Huracan died, right? Like, I mean, we all faced this. It's over 10 years. This car needs to go. Like, it's time for this car to go. The platform, when the Huracan first came out, I said was spectacular. I said the original product was completely flawed, but the Performante product was phenomenal, and it really defined that the platform was indeed fantastic, and it was just a question of time till they came up with a better variation. So when I heard the Evo came out, I ordered one of those, and I was pretty excited because now they talked about rear wheel steering and a lot of other things. But I still said, you know what, it still feels like a base Huracan, so I don't know how great that's going to be. And then they dropped us with the STO, and that was amazing looking. And I said they finally nailed the outside, they had nailed the inside, and now the engine will be its peak best version. But then I was really disappointed with the STO because it wasn't that exciting to drive on the street. It was very exciting to drive on the track, not so much on the street. So I didn't really understand, like, why would someone want an STO to drive around as one car? And you really wouldn't. It was really more of a track car. And so I kind of felt like, okay, well, that's the track version, then the Perf is still the best version. So when my dealer at Lamborghini Palm Beach told me to order a Technica, I was like, I don't know about this. So it wasn't really the most exciting part of my ordering career for cars, but I decided, you know what, I'm gonna order one and I'm gonna give it to my wife because that gives her the chance to drive these sports cars, enjoy them, and it's a good entry point into an exotic in the market for someone because it felt like, you know, kind of a nice, cool Huracan. So the car finally came and I started spending a little bit of time with it, and I can tell you the one thing that immediately kind of got me hooked into this car is that not only have they fixed the interior finally, just like the STO, so you get the same beautiful interior, but look at this. We're only going 4,000 RPMs, 50 miles an hour, but do you hear that? You hear that? It's fantastic, and listen to this. Like, it's fast, it's amazing. What you gotta do? And Reggie obviously destroys my videos with his cartoon sound effects from the 50s. I don't like. Okay, again, remember, send your resumes to PJ anytime you want. We would love to replace Reggie. We've been trying to replace Reggie for years. I don't know. Since the first day he got here, we thought this is a good fit, and then day two, we thought it wasn't.
That is very true.
Yeah, that is true. So for 2 years, we've been trying to replace Reggie day after day. That's just not working out. Maybe one of you can have some talent to come over. Anyways, back to what I was saying about my Technica review without the sound effects. It sounds great. Thank you, Reggie. But anyways, you can hear it. It's fantastic, and more importantly, it's fantastic at low revs, at high revs. The suspension's exciting, it's not too low to the ground. The dynamic of the car is fantastic, and it even has a cup holder. So, you know, you have all the best parts about the Performante coming right here, minus the ALA system, and you get the best of the Evo. So it's a really interesting mix, and while we'll get out and talk about styling in a second, the driving of this car is really the better version of the Evo that blends it with a Performante, and it's really good. Perhaps it's not good for me because I've had now so many cars and I've been so jaded, and I think this platform overall is just outdated now, meaning like it's time for something new and exciting. But I will tell you that the driving itself has finally gone to a point where it's well balanced, it's exciting from a daily driver standpoint, daily excitement, and also kind of a weekend warrior. And it's not that much slower than an STO, so it's not where it's noticeably slower by any means. I would probably think it's like half a car length apart if they were racing down a drag strip. So it's a very well put together car. And it isn't, again, without its fault. I have complained since the birth of the Evo about this screen. This is the worst car infotainment screen in history because it doesn't have a knob for the volume. You don't understand how annoying that is until you have to live with it. It is pathetic, it is annoying, and it is the worst freaking thing in the world. Now, not saying that Bluetooth doesn't work or that doesn't work, it's just annoying. Like, it annoys you because even when your phone connects, you have to go back and select Bluetooth again. It doesn't remember that. The volume takes 2 buttons instead of 1. It always takes 2 touches to get there. So if you're on the phone, you're going to a drive-thru, you want to turn the volume down, it's just annoying. It doesn't work well. It's too, it needs your attention too much in order to operate, and your attention in Lamborghini needs to be here on the road because there are cartoon characters all around you trying to take photos or riding your blind spot. So you definitely don't want to be focused here on trying to figure out how to turn on your phone or turn it off or this. It's just stupid. And so this thing is the probably worst thing Lamborghini has done, and I'm not looking forward to a similar interface in the new Revuelto, which we ordered. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But overall, I can tell you the driving dynamic, the suspension, everything, even the nice whistling noises gives you a hint that the car is now some type of performante or better version of the Evo. So I really like this car generally. Now, I wouldn't drive this car anymore. I think the Turbo S992 is a better car, like all around. And I know this is hard to say, but you know, the craftsmanship inside the cabin, the usability of the 992, the speed, the handling, it's just a better car in the same price range. So do I think that the Technica is a great car? Yes. Do I think it's a great entry into exotic cars? Absolutely. Do I think it's like an insane cool sports car like people that get paid on the internet say about every car that comes out? No, it's not that fantastic, but it's a good car. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good car. It just, I don't see it as a car worth talking about. And I think that's where really the way I look at cars is, you know, are they extraordinary? Are they ordinary? Are they boring? Are they trash? This is definitely not bad. It is definitely not spectacular. It's just a really good version of something that needs to die, all in, all out. So we're gonna take a look outside for a second. I'm gonna pull over here so we can take a look at, listen to this one last time. It sounds so good though. That's what the STO needed. If the STO sounded like this and looked like it did, it would be so much better than everything else on the road. Like, not even close, you know? Like, not even close. So I'm gonna show you now. We're gonna pull over here and I'm gonna show you this incredible, we're gonna go back right in front of my office here. All right. And so here we are, guys. Let's take a look at the styling. Come on over. One thing I want to point you out to is the new redesigned front bumper, which is pretty exciting if you look at it. You get these really interesting Y-shaped fronts right here. You get this extended spoiler out front, and you get a really new, more exciting mini Scion looking front. It works and it doesn't work. It's not that it's bad, it's just not that great. In addition to that, you get this little excess here, which is literally taken straight out of the Pista Ferrari catalog. You get redesigned, slightly redesigned side skirts, and you get this cute little wing. But I would say the only thing that's really changed more than anything else in a beautiful format is this portion here with this carbon deck lid. A beautiful enhancement and adjustment. And then of course you get your STO style exhaust and out the back. And you get this really weird kind of cut in shape for the bumper. So design-wise, not that different from what you would see in an Evo, just a newer, redefined variation of it. And I would say somewhat exciting, somewhat not. So you get an STO interior, you get a more exciting new exterior, you get a better deck lid, and you get performance that's pretty exciting all around. I would highly recommend buying one of these if this is your first Lamborghini experience. But I would tell you, it's probably not the best car to buy if you already have a fleet of cars at your disposal. So this particular car is again going to be enjoyed by my wife. I got to spend about 150 miles on it, 150 miles driving. And I can tell you, it's definitely more drivable and enjoyable than an STO. And so I would tell you that if you were gonna buy one versus an STO, ask yourself, are you gonna track your car? Are you gonna look at it? Or are you gonna just drive it around to dinners and around town? If the answer is just number 3, buy a Technica. If it's number 1 or 2, buy an STO. So there you have it. That is our review for the Technica. And again, don't forget, your opportunity to drive exotic cars is happening right now. The link is in the bio. Take the free training and learn what car hacking is. When you're done, you'll know everything about how to get in and out of cars without losing money. So even if the Technica or any other car is not your favorite car, guess what? You can just get out in a few months, enjoy it, lose nothing, and move on to the next car. So this has been another Exotic Car Hacks review. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, turn on notification. I'll catch you next time on Exotic Car Hacks. My name is Pejman Gadimi, and I teach people how to drive exotics for free. Let's look here at how this Huracan can cost as little as $300 a month.